Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dara from D&Ggolfs, and today I'm going to be going through my entire experience at Drive Chip and Putt local qualifying. Okay, so just a few things before we get into it. This is my first ever time doing Drive Chip and Putt. I was super excited. I wouldn't say I was too nervous, like leading up to it. I had a pretty normal morning. Honestly, I wasn't really thinking about it. But when you get there, the nerves were real. So first we had driving, and I hadn't hit a single ball. To be honest, the swing wasn't feeling too good. I think I shot a high-ish score the day before. So I wasn't super confident. And then I ended up having to wait for about 40 minutes. I got a pretty late number in line, so I just had to wait there and watch everyone hit their shots. So in case you don't know, the way they score the driving is there's about a 40-yard fairway. You can see it in the video. If you miss the fairway, you score no points. If you hit the fairway, you score points, and the further you go, the more points you score. So honestly, coming into it, I know driving, like for me, I don't hit the ball very far. I wasn't expecting to maybe be the highest scorer, but I just wanted to go out hit three fairways. Okay, so this is my first drive, first shot of the day. Like I said, hadn't hit any balls. I just had no idea which way this was gonna come off the club face. I was pretty nervous, all the people watching. I was honestly just happy to make contact with the ball. Ended up hitting it a bit off the heel, which if you guys watch my videos is kind of my miss, but it was able to hit the fairway about 210, 215 yards, so able to score some good points there. I was happy with that. Okay, so now coming into my next shot, I hit fairway one. Maybe it wasn't the greatest shot, but I got the job done. I scored some good points. Yeah, this swing just felt terrible. You can see I dropped the club. It was actually super lucky. It cut into the fairway, and it ended up being my highest scoring drive. It was really low, terrible shot, but it ran out to about 220, 230. So it was my highest scoring shot of the day. Maybe I wasn't so happy with it, but this is what you gotta do in Drive, Chip, and Putt. Okay, so now coming into my final shot. Pressure's on, hit this fairway, I'm in good position. And yeah, this was the best one of the day. Again, came out a little left, but I hit it pretty solid. Little cut. It actually didn't go as far as, like I said, the previous one, but a great shot, and I was quite happy with that. So 3 out of 3 fairways, I think that's good for Drive, Chip, and Putt. Like I said, you miss the fairway, you get 0 points. So number one job is you gotta hit the fairway, and I did. Okay, so next up is chipping. For chipping, basically there's like rings around the hole. The closer you get, the more points you score. So if you make it, you get 25. You get it within 2 feet, you get 20. 3 feet, I think, 15, and so on and so forth. I think if you get outside of 8 feet or something, you get 2. So you gotta stand up, you get 3 chips, you gotta hit some good shots. Okay, so for the first chip here, what I didn't realize is it's actually the same chip 3 times. I went 60 on all of them. First chip, hit it really nice and solid. You can see it got that bit of check. Rolled out to about 3 feet. It was just outside the 20 points, but 15 points, so a good score. Very happy with that first shot. Made good contact under the pressure. Okay, so now coming into my second shot, this is where I kind of start realizing, I've scored good points on all of them. Just didn't hit a good shot here. Came out a little thin. Rolled out to about 8 feet, so scored very low points on that one. Like I said, first shot that I kind of knew I was in there with a chance. I'd scored well on everything up until then, so I was super nervous. Now coming into my last one, I took a big deep breath and I hit a great shot here. You can see I thought it was going to go in. It rolled out to about less than a foot, so solid 20 points there. Total for 37 on chipping. Probably would have wanted more, hit a terrible second shot, but very happy with that. Going into the final stage putting, I'm in there with a really, really good chance. Okay, so now for putting, I really know I'm in there with a chance now because you have to walk by the scoring table. Started to see a few kids rolling in with their scores. First putt from 6 feet, just a misread. Honestly, the way I reacted in the time, I'm actually happier with that now that I think about it. Even though it didn't make it, you was hoping to make it from 6 feet, it rolled out not that much, so it was scored a decent amount of points. It scored, I think, 15 points. So, no harm done, really, coming into my 15-footer next. So now for the 15-footer. This one, I guess you don't expect to make it, but you want to give it a chance. I felt pretty confident with the line on this one. It was probably the easiest of the putts in terms of break. It didn't break too much. I actually hit a really good putt. Just came out a little bit short, but it was in that ring. It scored 20 points, so that's 2 pretty good putts scoring-wise. So coming into this last putt now. Coming into this last putt, I was so nervous. I mean, it was 1 shot left. At this point, I was probably close to leading the event. So, you got to get the job done in this type of situation. All right, standing over it, like I said, really, really nervous. Main focus was just to put a good stroke on it. And I mean, it was just not a good putt. It was a lot more up the hill than I realized, but I got really scared of it, to be honest. Came up about 8 feet short, so not what we wanted to finish it out. Had I done a bit better, honestly, I could have sealed the deal. Now we gotta come in, see where I'm at, maybe play the waiting game. Well, when I submitted my score, I was in 2nd place at the time with 3 qualifying spots and 2 alternates. I knew there were still a few good players left out there, but I was in there with the chance. All right, so they give 3rd, 2nd, and 1st ribbons for each category. I tied 3rd in the driving, but I lost match of cards. And here you can see me getting the 3rd place on chipping.
Coming in 3rd place with an excellent 37 points, Dara Cronin. Nice job, man. Awesome. And our run.
And so here's me getting my overall place.
These top 3 young men will be moving on to the sub-regional contest at Bethpage in August, with the hopes of potentially moving on to Augusta. So very exciting stuff. Coming in 3rd place with an amazing 123 points, Dara Cronin. Nice job. Congrats.
We did it, guys. 3rd place. We are into the next round of Drive Chip and Putt, the sub-regional round at Bethpage. Now, this is incredibly unfortunate. I'm actually going to be away for that, so I'm going to have to pull out. But overall, it was an amazing experience. Next year, now that I know what's going on, I'm definitely going to clear the dates. I'm going to take it a lot more seriously. It's my last year of eligibility for Drive Chip and Putt, and I want to be Augusta bound. So next year, we're going to lock in. We're going to make sure all the dates are clear. Drive Chip and Putt.